Hello there and welcome to my channel. This is Non-Gone and we'll be playing today Final Fantasy VII Remake, hard mode, stay bad, complete playthrough. Hard mode is self-explanatory. Stay bad means that we are going to do this entire game on hard mode without getting good. We're going to ignore as many of the mechanics as we can, use the simplest loadout, have enough defense to not die when things hit us, have enough offense to hit them with our stick until they fall down. This is Chapter 8, so the ninth video in the playthrough. Chapter 1, by the way, is how you get this cool accessory that I'll show you right here. It's called the Gotterdammerung, and it allows you to start every battle with a limit break. It also charges your limit break gauge at like some accelerated amount, 3 times, 4 times, whatever it is. So we've actually, this is one of the first chapters where we've got a hard battle to begin with. So we're going to fight Rude, I think. I'll have to see. Reno, Rude, one of the Turks we're going to be fighting. And he has killed me before. One of the biggest problems with this is that you're fighting solo, and that means he can interrupt you when you're trying to cure yourself. So you have to time your attacks so that you don't get your cure magic interrupted. Also, I use level 2 spells because it's quicker to cast and it cures you a decent amount. So we'll get into that in a minute. I really hate to start a chapter of a stay bad playthrough with strategy, but this guy can shred you if you're not paying attention. So the first thing we're going to do is put fire on this first slot of materia. It is linked to elemental on our weapon. That will add fire damage to your attacks, which we'll be using a lot of, and this first guy is weak to fire, so that helps. HP up, HP up, MP up, MP up, brute force right there. Just make those numbers higher so they take longer to deplete. We have Bahamut summon. We're not going to use him, but we do use him. We do use that for the attack and defense boost that comes with just equipping it. Everybody will have healing and revive equipped at all times, and first strike if we only have 2 of those materia, so if there's 2 people in the party, they both will have them. The healer will have Magnify attached, which we'll get to when Aerith joins us in a minute. All right, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and see how this goes. I haven't played this in about a month, so if you're hearing this, that means it went well. If you're not, that means I turned it off and tried again. So, aha, yes, it is Reno that we will be fighting. And we're going to go ahead and skip the cutscene and get right into this battle. He doesn't come out right away, which is kind of a bummer because it really pays to just use your limit break right off the bat, even if it's not on the boss. That means you're going to have to charge your limit break again. But you saw just using it. It's already up to the M and the P, so that's a good thing. And we're going to triple slash here, and that almost finishes this battle. So I went for a different strategy this time. Instead of using triple slash again, I went for full ATB when Reno comes out. I don't know if that's helpful or not. So the thing with Reno is he's fast, super fast. So what you want to do to start is the old switch to Punisher mode with triangle, and then hold R1 to block. If he does a non-ranged physical attack, you will parry that attack. So you'll block and then counter with a couple of shots. Right? So that's how that works. Now, at that point, you've got ATB, and I like to use triple slash because it's really fast. He's also really fast, so any attempt to use like Braver or... Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate on him. So his little blue attack is like a lightning-based attack. That counts as a magic attack, so you will not block that in Punisher mode. Now, I'm gonna... You see there, we switched again. We don't even really get a lot of attacks. Okay, so that was actually pretty skilled, what I'm doing here. I try to be bad, but every once in a while I get lucky and do the right thing. So now he's going into his cutscene where he's going to throw these little lightning goobers at you. Triple slash is the way to go for these. And I know I have a full ATB, and I'm about to get my limit break again. So that's good. I'm also going to run out of health pretty soon. This is hard mode, so it'll get you. And he likes to stop you too. So what I'll do here is I'm going to hit him with my limit break. And hopefully it will hit. It does not always. And whoops. So if you can hit him with your limit break, apparently it will kill him with that much health. So Gotterdammerung to the rescue again. My plan originally was to go ahead and hit him just to do some damage and then try and build up some ATV and prioritize curing because he can take a lot of health off. He can also stop you and do like 2,000 damage. So if you're in that situation and you miss with your limit, get some ATB and use Cura or Curaga if you think you can hang in there long enough. It's not an easy battle by any means. If you can switch to triangle and hold R1 to parry, that's great. If you can dodge his magical attacks, that's even better. That went about as perfect as it could have gone, which is not my normal MO for stay bad. Normally I try to do real bad and show you can beat it if you just do slightly better. I think I'm just going to keep it in there. That looked pretty good. So, if you have trouble, that's probably because you're not prioritizing curing quick enough. So just do that and you should be fine. We now have Aerith in our party. We're not going to fight any battles for a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and equip it because this is live commentary, and then I'll just go ahead and get off the mic. I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing me talk anyway. I know I am. Gosh, by the time I edit all this and put it up on YouTube, I'm even sick of what I got to say. But what I lack in talent, I make up for in persistence. So we'll just stay at it, and we should be good to go. So Aerith is so she's got her reinforced staff, which is the last one you get. It's a pretty good weapon. The Cog Bangle, which has real good stats, 39 and 39, and also 3 Materia slots. So that's good enough. And the Circlet, I don't even know what that does. There it is. If you find something better, go for it. Maybe it makes your magic stronger. I don't know why I put it on there. It was like a month ago. And so we're just going to go to R1 so you can see everybody's materia. Currently, Tifa was my healer, so we're going to move her Magnify down here. And we do not have first strike on her, so we're going to go ahead and move Barrett's first strike down here. Easy thing to do, not a big deal. That still gives her the 1 attack and then the HPs and MPs. Her summon is Ifrit. Oh, I wonder where Ifrit went. There he is. Healing and Magnify, so she can heal both of us with 1 cast and then revive. So that's going to be our loadout for the rest of the chapter. I think we're going to keep fire on here, actually. So let's see how that works, and hopefully that'll be good enough. And let's go ahead and get down here. Again, it's a lot of walking, a lot of like climbing and stuff. Not a lot of battles. And honestly, even when you get to the battles, they're easy and pretty far apart until one in particular that I'm thinking of. So maybe I'll tune in for that and show you what to do. But otherwise, I'll see you in about 10 minutes, and stay bad until then, people.
Let's move. Cloud, give me a hand.
those things?
It's like they're guiding us.
Stay close.
So cool. There!
Need to stay ahead of them.
Prep for exfil.
Or not. They gone?
Yeah, think so.
What are they?
I think... Actually, I don't know. Let's just go. Okay. Up for crossing the rooftops? See that pillar? Shall we mosey on?
Let's.
So, what's next for you?
A little bit of bodyguard work.
Right.
After that, it's back to the Sector 7 slums.
You know how to get there?
Yep.
Of course you do.
That suit from earlier. He was one of Shinra's Turks. What's a Turk want with you?
Dunno. Hey, don't Turks keep an eye out for potential soldiers and stuff?
They do more than just scout for candidates. Turks get called in to handle all kinds of situations, with extreme prejudice.
Professional bad guys. Gotta love them.
Back to my question. So what's he to you? Looked like you knew each other.
Maybe he thought I could be the greatest soldier yet.
Forget it.
You mad? I actually haven't traveled by rooftop before.
Be surprised if you had.
It's honestly kind of exciting.
Well, first time and all.
Wait! Give me a moment. Don't just run off on your own.
Those the words of a soldier candidate?
So petty.
So, does no one live in these buildings?
Nope. No one to get mad if we make noise. Looks kinda rusty.
I'll go first. It's pretty old. Be careful.
Okay. Whew. That was unexpected. Thank you, Cloud. Huh. There it is. The wall. You know, but
Too dangerous?
too much. Maybe more than even now. People hate all that passion, all those dreams. This time I'll go first. After all, I can't count on you to wait.
Sure about this?
See for yourself. Maybe I'll go on ahead and leave you all by your lonesome. Just,
Maybe you shouldn't talk.
then you talk. Tell me a story.
Not for free.
Cheapskate. You're,
Oh,
Huh. Gotcha.
you're killing me here.
Here goes nothing. Woo! We're getting closer to the station. Even so, we'll probably run into a few monsters on the way.
I fought scarier things in my sleep.
stations there.
I can see that.
Oh? Thought the world you knew didn't include stations.
Ha ha.
We poured so much of our blood and sweat.
Oh, didn't expect to see you here.
Huh?
Wait.
Deck is all clear!
All the fatty flavor and calories you need to get you through the day.
People say it's like an explosion of flavor beyond your world.
There's a Shinra dump site up ahead. Not the kind of place anyone would ever choose to hang around in.
But a great place to lay low. They've got the run of it. Any last words?
What's that? No telling where they'll come from.
Monsters instinctively target weaker prey.
You'd better watch out then, Cloud.
Leave this to me.
I don't think so. Over here. That didn't work. Maybe it's broken? Pretty sure this compound loops around too, so... Wonder if we can move this.
I'll end this. You're as good as dead.
Must have been a new breed.
How do you figure?
Because they went for the stronger prey. There, check it out. The heart of the slums.
Still a fair ways off.
Well, we did take a deep...
Nah.
Me,
Amazed.
you're in for a treat.
Don't have time for that.
You'll want to make... And that's the final word on it. We'll get home quick and eat our...
Try to stay behind me.
That way I can cover your back.
That it?
So sorry about the little jump cut there in case you noticed it. I got lost back here trying to figure out a way around this gate instead of noticing that it opened when I pressed the button. So that was about 45 seconds of wasted time that I just went ahead and deleted. This is good. We got a smogger up here, so it's not necessarily an easy battle anyway. These guys will do self-destruct as well, so when you kill them, you want to kind of get out the way as quick as possible. See self-destruct. You don't want to be standing there. That'll shred you pretty good. And on hard mode, you do not replenish your MP other than by breaking the boxes with the MP shards. So that's just a handy tip just step away from the smoggers. You're going to fight another one here in a mixed battle, and it might even be two of them, so you don't want that. Anyway, they're going to, you have to go to that gate. That's the gate I thought we were at, which then starts this puzzle. So before you even go to the other place, just go ahead and push this over. Again, this is a required puzzle, so if you're playing hard mode, you've already done this once before, at least once before. So this shouldn't be news to you. But I just went ahead and kept it in here in case you wanted to know how to do it. In case you need your memory refreshed or something. If you got like a slow memory like me, where I just ran around for a solid minute to get around a door that turned out to be open the whole time. So, you know, again, I'm not very good trying to stay bad. So we're going to keep doing that. Anyway, we'll pick this up in a little bit. It's just a bunch more walking around. So, and a few little battles, but nothing to really get shook up about. So, yep, we're through here, and we're going to let Aerith in, and that'll be that. And I'll see you in a few minutes.
Thanks, Cloud. I knew you'd find a way. Guess we're home free.
No need for thanks. I'd rather get paid.
You're getting paid right now.
Hmm?
Huh?
Oh.
Should be able to relax a little now.
Don't forget about the Turks.
Ah,
Could come at us any time. Keep an eye out.
So, do you think this means the Sector 5 sounds are right there?
what are they watching?
Hey!
I'm standing inside the gutted shell of Mako Reactor 5. As you can see, there's still a lot of smoke rising from the rubble.
Cowards.
While fallen beams and other debris continue to hinder rescue efforts, the fires appear to have been mostly extinguished.
start another war. So if we help
Over
catch
there.
the bombers,
That's
we get
the
a
director
reward
of
or
Shinra's
something?
Advanced Weaponry Division, isn't it? Excuse me, ma'am, but
enough
would
of
you
that
mind
doom
answering a
and
few
gloom.
questions?
But we're safe down here, right?
Can you give us any updates on the status of the reactor?
reason for them to
What
attack
kind of
us
damage did it suffer in the explosion?
when are
Are
the
we in any
trains gonna
danger?
start up again?
Mako Reactor 5 has been temporarily shut down, and all fires have been successfully extinguished. The situation is under control, and the people of our fair city need not worry about any additional complications. We're in the process of conducting a full forensic investigation, but we suspect the device used was similar to that employed in the attack on Mako Reactor 1. The perpetrators of that atrocity were filmed making their escape. These agents of the eco-terrorist group Avalanche are currently believed to be in hiding somewhere in Midgar.
And given that this group has now attacked 2 reactors in quick succession, can they really be stopped before they strike again?
What do you think?
Well,
Have no fear. Shinra will keep Midgar safe.
okay, time's up!
All right, let's go.
I knew deep down this day'd come eventually.
Those Avalanche guys are unbelievable. Without the reactors, how are we supposed to...
My head's killing me.
Oh, what timing! Mind lending me a hand?
Place is really hopping, huh?
Nice side effect of the train situation. So, what do you say?
I'd love to, but I help out every now and then. It's fun. Aerith! Well, well. What are you doing all the way up there?
Was trying to get a look at the reactor. Who's this guy?
This is Cloud. He's a mercenary. And currently my bodyguard. That's Oates.
See you.
2 peas in a pod. Aerith! So, what are you guys up to?
We all went to see the reactor. Oh, that's right. You're supposed to come by the house.
What for?
I don't know. You're just supposed to.
Well, guess we have a new destination. I should probably explain. The Leaf House is the local orphanage. That's where all these kids live.
Hey, Aerith, where'd you go?
The church again? Next time, we should all go together.
Why, hello, Aerith. As popular as ever, I see.
Apparently, but they sure keep me on my toes.
Better than being bedridden. Thanks again for all those herbs. You've helped a lot of people.
No problem. Anytime.
How'd you manage to find so many anyway?
Oh, I have my ways.
And him?
He's my bodyguard, just until I get home.
And you're sure he's up to it?
Maybe. Since I'm so generous, I gather medicinal herbs for his patients sometimes.
Yep.
Here's the Leaf House.
As tall as the sky.
There you are.
We're back.
Sorry to make you...
Don't be.
Well then, I hope you won't mind me.
No problem.
All you can carry. What with all the dew.
I'm sure they will.
Let's all wash up before our meal.
Hey, mister, do you want one of these?
So, Cloud, what's your favorite flower?
They're all the same to me.
Huh. You sure you want to say that to a florist?
Better than lying.
Okay. Then what'd you do with the flower I gave you? You give it away?
I did.
Ooh, to who? Tell me.
Don't recall. What?
Thought you didn't like lying. Well, anyway. My house is just up this path. Mom should be home by now, so I'll introduce you. There you go. That's my house.
It's amazing.
That Aerith. She's a handful, isn't she?
Found them! You take this one. And these right here are my babies. Which ones do you think we should pick?
Any of them.
Oh, don't be like that. I know you have an eye for this kind of thing. Good eye. People used to give these to declare their loyalty to one another. Interesting, right? I think we still need a few more. Which should we pick next? Whoa, foxtails, huh? I gotta hand it to you. I never would have thought of that. It'll definitely take them by surprise. She said, as many as you can carry, so maybe a few more? That's the one I gave you.
So I don't have a lot of commentary in the next few minutes, so I figured I'd pop in here and just pose a philosophical question. Do you think it's realistic that this entire town doesn't know Aerith's flower growing secret when her house is literally like 40 steps away from the town? I mean, not one of the orphans or Mrs. Smith or whatever her name is, not one of them's ever walked down this path. Ever? I mean, the flowers are right there. I don't understand why they couldn't have just come and picked some. Anyway, just a question to throw out there for the ages. Let me know in the comment section if what you think the theory is. Is this like a parallel universe that you could only see by protagonists or what? I mean, look at it. It's like 40 steps from the building. I don't understand. They can go get flowers anytime they want, I would think. But anyway, that's enough of that. We'll just keep walking around, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Okay, bye.
I remember you.
Where's Aerith?
The leaf. Is something wrong?
You could say, yeah.
A Turk?
That's what I thought. It's this guy who, they say he... I don't like the sound.
I know someone who...
Okay, come on.
Isn't this good? Go for it! I don't think I know you. You don't look familiar. He promised to take me to
You won't stop telling us stories about that.
Come on. I know this place is off limits to grown-ups, but if we want to rescue them, well, we gotta break the rules.
You're back!
Aerith's come to help. Yeah, leave it.
But there are monsters!
Don't worry. I've brought a super...
I used to be... So where's the...
I don't know. Right now, let's... Come on. They ran off this way. Be careful. Where do you think they went?
Who knows? They're kids. Nothing to do but look all over.
I just hope we find them in time.
Bring it. You're out of luck.
So long. And we're safe. Ah, there they are.
And they're not alone.
Kinda in a rush,
So I don't know if you saw the enemies over there that are holding the kids captive. Again, you've probably fought this battle before. I don't know if you noticed, at least one of them is a machine, which means it would be weak to lightning. So you may be smart, maybe putting lightning on your elemental for Cloud. And, you know, it might also be smart to put an elemental attack on Aerith too. I disregarded that, traded it for First Strike. I just don't use attacks very much with her, as you can see. This cross slash and triple slash combo just pretty much shreds everything. So there's not a whole lot of battling to be done with her. I believe the other enemies here are still weak to fire, though. So if you got fire on, you're probably still in good shape. Just throwing it out there as a suggestion. If you're having trouble with the Smogger, maybe throw lightning on on your weapon and maybe do the same thing for Aerith. But we, of course, have no problem with that at the moment. This battle is not over. And so we're going to go ahead and do that. And now Aerith is actually going to get a turn. She's actually got quite a few cool attacks. And Sorceress Storm is one of them. It uses 1 bar, and it does lightning damage in a circle. And so you want to get close to him. Again, my ranged character, and here I am standing right next to every enemy. That's the essence of Stay Bad right there. Nobody in their right mind would do such a thing except me. Also, Ray of Judgment will do by far the most damage. It's akin to Maximum Fury or Infinity's End. It takes 2 bars. Uh-oh, we got a problem. Yep, all right. So we're going to go ahead and do Ray of Judgment on this guy. And hopefully not get too shredded here. Because as you see, we got 2 more smoggers going on. This could go bad in a hurry. But I think we're going to be okay. Because these smoggers can interrupt your attacks and stuff. And they poison you and they cast all sorts of weird stuff. So I'm just going to go with my old tried and true triple slash. I'm going to try and get a little ATB for Aerith. And this, I don't think, is enough to throw regen on. But we're definitely going to keep our health up just in case. You see Cloud's already down under 4,000. So, not a huge deal. There's one big boss battle coming up. And it is a pretty quick battle. So you can keep a reasonable amount of HP or MP. You don't need to entirely conserve it. Oh, we staggered him. Nice. So we're just going to hit him regular then, and that should end the first smogger. And then we got another limit break, so that will probably end the second smogger if we hit him with it. We do. And it's a good thing, too, because he had us poisoned. That was a close one. So that was a little closer than one would like, but Aerith still had 5,000 HP. So, and you know, every party member can revive. So that's why we do that. So whoever happens to die isn't the one that had the life spell. Everybody's got one. So if one person dies, then the other one just revives them. This is going to be a little annoying visually, that we're going to walk all the way back with the red, like blood effect on the screen. I could for like 8 MP. You know what? I can't do it. I gotta heal. For 9 MP, I can remove that effect on the screen. So I don't know about y'all. I don't like walking around almost dead. There's no battles on the way back, I don't think. Maybe one. Okay. It shows what I know, huh? Good thing I healed, I guess. And we're just going to hit with Braver. It'll do more damage. And the Smogger hasn't even got up yet, so. Anyway, stay bad, people, right? Nothing quite so much fun as saying this is how it's going to be, as it patently does the other thing. So, I guess there's a few battles on the way back, you know. So if you're in the red, maybe that 9 MP to heal yourself is probably well spent. Like I said, there's a boss battle up here, but it is not the worst, so you should be okay. In the meantime, we're just going to keep walking and fighting. And I'm actually not going to sign off because we're just only a few little rooms here from being done with this little section. I know we got to walk slow and it'll take a minute, but I want to talk about side quests, and that's going to happen in like less than a minute here, so I'll just kind of keep talking at you with lots of pauses in between to make it take longer. So... apparently I am about as good at YouTube videos as I am at video games, so stay bad, right? Anyway, I really do appreciate everyone that's watched all the way through. We're, oh gosh, 6 hours in to this now, if you count the 30 some minutes to beat Bahamut, Ifrit, Pride and Joy, the top secrets, and get the Gotterdammerung. Honestly, if you did that, you are well equipped to do just about anything. Hell House is coming up in the next chapter, so that should be quite an adventure. And then chapter 17 has 4 boss battles in a row, and that runs into chapter 18, which is just like, I don't know, like a 12-stage single battle. I don't think you're ever out of battle in all of chapter 18 once you do the bike chase. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We get this cutscene with Scary Man, which we'll skip. You can watch it if you want. I'm not here for story, although I do love this game. I do love this story. I'm mostly just trying to get you through the hard mode playthrough. All right, so this is Oates. We've talked with Oates before, obviously. He's the one that sent us over here. But after that conversation with Oates, we are now opened up to side quests in this chapter. You see, that's the Moogle kid. That's the Koopo kid. I mentioned Koopo kid back in the first video on this playlist when we're fighting top secrets. He will sell you for Moogle medals. He will sell a weapons manual for each character. That gives you 10 SP to be used towards your weapon upgrades. And if you're short on SP before you get there, that is a really good way to get that other level open, the final level in your upgrade wheel. But by this point, if you've already made it this far, you already have that upgraded. So anyway, all the side quests are open. If you want to look, you can open the map, go to R2. You see all these are open, and these would be open if you do the first 3. We failed them all in chapter 3. We're going to fail them all in chapter 8 too. We will be doing none of them. They're optional. This will affect the dresses in chapter 9. And there is a trophy for that, but it is, in my mind, easier to just play the thing 3 times on easy than it is to mess around with side quests on hard. Some of the side quests will give you manuals, though, so if you really want to upgrade your stuff, you're welcome to do it. Again, we're trying to keep this as simple as possible, so we'll be skipping all of it. And what we're going to do instead is walk smack dab into a boss battle. I don't know if you saw me surreptitiously sit on that bench, but that's why. We are going in with full health. We're going to be fighting another one of the Turks. It's right here. I assume this is Rude. Seeing as how we fought Reno already. So Rude is one of the few that's weak to wind. And we have ignored that, like pretty typical, like we would, like you'd expect. We're going to do our standard boss battle strategy, so we're going to put regen on everybody. Cloud's doing his cross slash right now. He's going to follow up with, you guessed it, triple slash. If he gets an opportunity. I really like to use Sorcerer's Storm with him. If I can. He'll bind you too, so there's all kinds of issues. But triple slash works pretty good, just because you can get it off. That's a big problem with Rude, is being able to cast your stuff. And like Ray of Judgment does a lot of damage, but there's no way he's going to stand there the whole time you're casting it. So, if you want to try a spell, let's see what Fira does. I don't think it does much, but why not? Yeah. It did about 500. That's not all that great, but it was enough to get him into his cutscene thing. So now he goes into his Furious Fireball or whatever mode, rage mode, whatever. Every boss has that thing, so I'm sure you know what's up. Also, a really good thing to do is poison him. Fleeting Familiar is good as well. It'll do occasional damage. But I'm actually fine with the Sorcerer's Storm whenever I get Aerith. She obviously is a magic user, So we've contravened that entirely, as is pretty typical for this playthrough. I'm sure you've noticed. I'm sure it probably drives you nuts if you do know what's going on. So we're going to try and hit him with Braver. It didn't work. That's usually the way it goes. And I figured, why not? Let's throw a Ray of Judgment. I've been getting lucky this whole chapter. Yeah, look at that. He just stood there and took the whole thing. It's not normal for that battle, but it works. Everybody's still over 5,000. We got him down to like less than half, so we're doing okay. Okay, and maybe I noticed my limit break came up, and he's going to stand there and take it. Good. So you see he's almost dead. And we got about 4,000 HP, so I'm going to just go for it. This is usually when you kind of have to make that decision, whether you think you can withstand it. I think I can, and we're going to find out if I'm right. Yep, it worked. It was fine. If you wanted to stop and heal there just to be safe, that's fine. This game's great about checkpoints, so you'd just be right back at root anyway, even on hard mode. With an autosave. You see, I don't even save during chapters. There's no need for this. It'll just checkpoint you back, and if you really have problems, you probably have plenty of materia and health, and can play a lot better than this. So, you know, again, that's just a basic strategy to get you through whatever you need, and it is, as you can see, more than adequate. We've been near death maybe once or twice in this entire playthrough, and haven't really varied our strategies at all. So I think we still have a few more minutes of mucking about here. I know we got to go up and like sneak out of the house and all that stuff, so I'll just kind of let you do that, and I'll come back to sign off when we get closer to the end of the chapter. But you see Aerith is like, are you sure you want to go in? Because we ain't done nothing yet, homie. Well, guess what? We're not doing nothing. So if you want to do side quests, you can do them. They're not all that difficult. Like I don't think there's anything that's harder than fighting Rude. So if you could do that, you can do the side quests. But we're trying to keep it simple. So we're going to skip them. And I'll see you in just a few minutes when we finally get to sneak our way out. I'm usually very bad at this. Big surprise, right? But maybe I'll get it lucky and get out of there on the first try. But either way, I'll catch up to you when Aerith catches up to us. So see you in a minute.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Please don't let her hear me again.
You jerk! I thought I...
You're leaving?
So,
It's simple enough. It isn't exactly...
was one.
Promise me.
You got it.
Thank you.
Okay, so as is typical, I got mercy rolled on the sneaking minigame. After you knock that bucket over a couple times, it just erases all the buckets for you. So, and here we are. Yeah, we tried to sneak out, but there she is. She's too smart for us. She's good. We're bad. I guess maybe if I hadn't kicked the bucket like 3 times, maybe she wouldn't have noticed. But then chapter 9 wouldn't make much sense if we got out without her knowing it. So anyway, that's it for chapter 8. You see, completed chapter 8 on hard difficulty. If you look in the system tab here and go to chapter selection, you see this check mark for hard. That's how you know that it's been completed. Even if I were to go back to chapter 5 on easy, the hard mode check mark would still be there because once you do it, it has been done. By the same token, if I wanted to skip to like 14 and do that one for whatever reason, you could do that too. As long as you complete all 18 chapters on hard mode, it will have counted for you to have beaten the game on hard mode. You'd get the hard mode trophy and eventually your platinum, or the satisfaction of knowing you beat it on hard mode. So there you go. Whatever your reward is, you're welcome to get it. Hopefully this video helps. If you have any suggestions, leave me a comment and I'll probably address it. I'm new at this, so I'm still in that stage where I'll probably respond to anything. And again, I thank you for watching. We'll see you in chapter 9. So until then, stay bad, people. Non-gone is gone.